Welcome to the very first Pinterest Basics tutorial. I am so excited to be sharing this tutorial with you. I've been talking a lot about Pinterest on my blog and on my Instagram, and I've been getting a lot of questions. A lot of people are asking me, well, how do I set up my business account? Why should I set up my business account? And all sorts of related questions. So I really wanted to sit down and just break it all down for you and show you exactly how to set up your business account, why you should set it up, and then I'm going to give you a tour of my blog's business account. I do run another account for my small business and can show you that as well, although I have been focusing more so on my blog's Pinterest account than my business's Pinterest account, if that makes any sense. I'm just going to jump right in and show you exactly how to start setting up your business account, and I'll sort of talk you through why I think it's so incredibly important to make that switch. If you've never used Pinterest before, think of it as a visual search engine. I'll show you exactly what I mean by that here in just a second, but it has become this amazing tool for bloggers and business owners to help them drive traffic to their websites, to get more eyes on their products or their posts. It is really just such an incredible tool, and it's gone so much further than just using it to look at, hair inspiration and recipes and things like that. It's really become this amazing platform. So the first thing that I want you to understand is that if you already have a personal Pinterest account, you don't have to start from scratch. I personally chose to start over because I wanted to create two accounts, one for my blog and one for my small business, that were totally different from my personal account. But if you have a personal account and you love the way that it's set up and you feel like it fits well with the niche of your blog or your business, then you don't have to start all over. I'll show you in a second here how to make that switch from personal to a business account. But if you are someone who just wants to start fresh, you can certainly click this create a business account when you come to Pinterest website. So that is an option. Your other option is to just use your personal account. So I'm actually going to create a separate account here to show you how to make the switch from a personal account to a business account. When you create a new account, it's going to pop up with this window here, and you're just going to have to click through the steps. The third step will help generate some images and resources in your home feed. So make sure when you're selecting what you're interested in that it's something that you want to see popping up in your home feed. So I'm just going to go ahead and select easy DIYs. Okay, you can keep selecting different options here, but then what's going to happen is as you start pinning things in Pinterest, things based on what you're pinning and what you're searching for are going to start showing up in your home feed anyway. So don't feel like you have to select everything here. So I selected a few, we're going to hit done, and then it's going to start adding pins to your home feed. And then you'll see, based on what I chose just in that setup alone, Pinterest already curates my home feed for me of things that I might enjoy. So before we go any further, I'm going to show you how to make that switch from a personal account to a business account, and it is so easy. So when you are on your home feed, you are just going to click these three little dots up here, and it's going to say get a free business account. All you're going to do is click upgrade now. And then you're going to see some of the benefits of having a business account right there in front of you. So you're going to be able to take a look at your analytics. You're going to be able to see which of your pins are performing the best. And so when you have your own business account, you're going to be wanting to create your own pins that ultimately link back to your blog or to your business. So I'll talk about that later, but that's going to help you to see how your pins are performing, who's clicking on it, who's seeing it, and then you can continue to keep adding pins from there as well. So you're also going to be able to take a look at your audience. So just like you would on Instagram, you're going to be able to learn a little bit about your audience, what they're clicking on, what they're saving, and so on. Then you're also going to be able to create your own Pinterest ads. So the way that you would create an Instagram ad or a Facebook ad, you can do the same exact thing on Pinterest, and you can run some ads for the pins that you've created. So you're going to see this pop up. It's going to tell you that you can get your free business account, or you can log out and create a new account. I'm just going to create a business account from this one here, so we're not going to create anything new. And then here is where Pinterest is going to walk you through 5 different steps to set up your business account. You would have seen this if you created a brand new account that was a business one already, but it's going to take you through the same thing. So you're going to go ahead and type in your business name and then tell Pinterest a little bit more about your business. Here's what you need to know about this step. A lot of people were asking me, well, I don't have my domain name ready to go yet. My blog isn't launched yet. My business isn't launched yet. Can I still set up a business account with Pinterest? My answer to that is absolutely yes. And I really think you should set up your business account if you haven't even launched your blog or your online business yet. You can always go back and add your website later, but if you can start pinning and start using it, you can even set your Pinterest up to link to your landing page for your email marketing. And I'll talk about that later too. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much information, but you can skip this and go ahead add your website in later. So we're going to skip that for right now. You can also claim these areas as well. You can claim your Instagram, your Etsy, your YouTube account. I'm going to skip that, but it's really easy to do it. So if you have any of these accounts, I really, really encourage you to claim those here on your Pinterest because it will really help. You don't need to know if you want to advertise on Pinterest yet. I always say I'm not sure yet. I personally haven't run any ads with Pinterest, but I might do so in the future. All right. And then it's going to lead you to creating your first pin. I do already have a tutorial on creating pins for Pinterest using Canva, so I'll link that below. But it's really simple and easy to do. If you don't have a website yet, like I said, you can create pins that will send people to your landing page that will allow them to sign up for your email list. So we'll get into that in the next tutorial. But don't feel like you have to have your website ready to go. If you do have your website ready to go or you want to create a pin for your email list, go ahead and take a look at that tutorial that I've already created for you. Another question that I got, people were asking me, well, what's a board? How do I set up a board? So I'm going to show you on my other account how to do that. Okay, so I told you I'd give you a little bit of a tour of my blog's business account. So this is the account that I have set up for my blog. So you can see this monthly viewers number here. This is something that you get whenever you sign up for a business account. It's going to allow you to track your monthly viewers, and it's also going to see your monthly engagement number. So obviously you want those numbers to be high because the more eyes that are on your Pinterest, the more people are engaging with your Pinterest, and then the more people that are coming to your blog or your online business website. So I really think it is much easier to grow your Pinterest than it is to grow your Instagram or your Facebook, but that's just my personal opinion. I spend the most time on Pinterest over any other social media platform. So, but this is kind of what it looks like. When you come to my page, you're going to see this overview, and I've selected a few featured boards here that I really want people to see. So some of those are how to make money blogging, what is on the blog. This is where my personal pins that I've created go all the time. Affiliate marketing tips, blog tips, entrepreneurs, and so on. So those are some of the boards. And then you'll see here the other boards that I've created. So the one thing that you need to know about your boards is that it is really important to have very clear but descriptive board names, if that makes sense. So you want people to know exactly what is living in the board. And you also want to make sure that it's something that if you would type it in the search bar, that could come up in the search bar. So a lot of people on their personal accounts will use names that are, you know, a pun or something like that. You want to avoid that here and make sure the names and titles of your pins and your boards are very clear and could be something that would show up in the search bar. So there is an option on your account to create a board. So anytime you want to create a new board, you'll just click on that button and you'll go ahead and name it. So I actually really want to create a new board. And we're going to call it Grow Your Blog. There is a toggle here that you can create a secret board that will only be seen by you, but in this case, we're creating something that everybody is going to see. Once you're there, Pinterest will take you to this page. Since I don't have any pins on this board yet, I'm going to just click on More Ideas. And you'll see what is so cool about Pinterest is just based on the title of that new board and some of the other things that you've already pinned onto your profile, it's going to come up with some ideas for you. So you can literally just start clicking save and it will save it right to your board. So let's see if they have any recommendations. 10 effortless ways to grow blog traffic without worrying about SEO. That's something that would fit my board really well, so I'm going to click save. And then the other thing that you can do is you can just go right into the search bar and you can type in exactly what you're looking for. So let's try this one. So we're going to actually save this one. When you want to save a new pin, by the way, what you're going to do is you're going to hit this drop-down menu, and any of the boards you've already created are going to show up. And Pinterest is going to suggest a board for you to place that particular pin on. If you don't have a board for the particular pin yet, you can go ahead and create a board by clicking on here, and it will take you to that same window that I just showed you previously. So we're just going to keep on pinning and adding different pins to this new board that I've created. One thing that you really want to do to start off is you want to make sure you have at least 5 to 10 boards for your business account. And then from there, you want to make sure that you have at least 50 pins on each of those boards. Another couple of things that I think are really important things to keep in mind are creating board covers, which I'll get into later because, like I said, I don't want to overwhelm you guys too much in this first tutorial. Creating board covers, creating descriptions for your boards, and creating descriptions for your pins that you create. So this is just an example here of the description that I've created here for my on the blog board. So you want to make sure that you're creating descriptions for each of your boards. But I will get into a separate tutorial. I think I'm going to break this into a series so that you can really see exactly how to grow your Pinterest. The other thing that I wanted to show you really quickly here is your analytics tab. This is another perk of having your business account. So you can really go in and see your analytics and see how your Pinterest account has grown. So you're going to be able to see the number of monthly viewers, daily viewers, who's engaging with your pins and which pins are they engaging with. So just in the last 30 days, this one actually had close to 5,000 impressions. Not as many clicks as I would have hoped, but a lot of people have been seeing this pin, and this is one that I created for my blog. So when someone clicks on this or even looks at it, it shows up in my analytics. So if someone clicks on this, it takes them directly to the post on my blog that I wrote about this. So that is really an amazing way to help increase traffic to your blog. So I really can't stress the importance of using Pinterest enough. A lot of people were saying to me, well, I have a personal account. Why switch to a business account? you're not going to be able to see how your pins are performing in a personal account. You're also not going to be able to create your own pins. Yes, you can go to your blog and pin things from your blog, but you're not going to be able to create your own. So you're not going to be able to alter the description, the title, where it links to, and like I just said, you're not going to be able to see how people are interacting with your pins. So just to show you that really quickly, when I go to my profile, I have this little activity tab here, and I can click on that and see which pins are the most popular. So all of these pins here, people are interacting with, and they're repinning, and they're clicking on it. So you'll be able to see that if you have your business account set up. And I think it's just really important to see how well your pins are performing based on what you've created, because if I see a particular pin hasn't been viewed or clicked on very often, I can go in and adjust what the pin looks like so that hopefully I can get people's eyes on it and get them to click on it. So the other thing that you'll be able to do is you'll be able to start creating pins that contain affiliate links, which will eventually help to earn you some extra income. So I really think if you're a blogger or a business owner, you need to set this up, and you need to set this up as soon as possible. It doesn't cost you anything. It's not going to take a lot of time. And if you have any questions in the process or need me to break this tutorial down even further, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions. I'd be happy to make another tutorial for you guys. And like I said, I want to go into more detail with some of these things, like creating your boards, creating pins and things like that, and creating descriptions and all that good stuff, and dive deeper into this. So if that's something that would be helpful for you, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was helpful. And